Back, you're watching Prime Edition. Now, Nairobi is often considered an opportunity city where people from all walks of life come to seek livelihood. But more often than not, some youths view the capital town as the most unwelcoming. 10 years ago, a film, Nairobi Half-Life, premiered and immediately became a barrier breaker for the local film industry. Today, the film still makes fodder for relevant conversations. Here is a review of our film in our weekly segment, Cinemas and Theatre.
Of a Spartan boy.
The film Nairobi Half-Life follows a young Kenyan Moss with a dream to tread the boards as an actor.
Spartans, what is your profession?
In order to realize this dream, he leaves his village and heads for Nairobi, but is overwhelmed by the hustle and bustle of the city. One day, he is robbed and left completely helpless in the streets. Placed in this existential predicament, Moss slowly slips into Nairobi's underworld. In a twist of fate, he meets a Nairobi crook, OT, who becomes a close friend and takes him into his criminal gang.
OT. Gota jo mtu wangu.
Hii ni job gani unadunga? Sasa ukishocha pena dingo?
Na kanirusha hii wax.
Ai. Ni choko. Nge hivi.
Na wax.
Dunia changa kimangoto.
What begins as a petty thievery culminates in serious crimes.
Charity.
Directed by Tosh Gitonga and co-written by Sarah Moniki, Nairobi Half-Life sought to highlight the activities that take place in the world city Nairobi.
In the beginning, we were clear that we wanted to tell a story about Nairobi. So we threw in different kinds of ideas, like what is authentically Nairobi. And one thing that kept coming up was Nairobi. And we thought about, okay, so how about a guy who comes to the city and he has a dream? He doesn't want, like, crime is not what he's come to the city for. He's come to chase a dream that he's always had, and like many people.
Sarah Moneki notes the casting director got a cast that was much better than what she envisioned while creating the characters in her script. Nairobi Half-Life stars Joseph Werimo, who plays the character Moss, and the late Olwenya Maina, who played the character OT.
When you watch him, you'd think he's a ghetto kid who has grown up like that his whole life, and that's why he's so good at what he did. But it wasn't that. It's because he would research, he'd go deep into the character to understand who this person is in every character that he acted in. You have a character, and then the actor either gets it maybe 10% or gets it 50% or 70%. Olwenya hit it like 150%.
Manzi afande kuna vile uradi haijajipa. So kama unaweza kama next week itakuwa poa sana. Unafikiria kula?
Sometimes as a writer, I question, did I choose the right industry? Did I choose the right career? The Oscars, I mean, being the country being the film that is representing my country for the Oscars was validation.
In the Kenyan film industry, and the first Kenyan film to be nominated for an Oscar award, the crime feature film Nairobi Half-Life still holds a record in cinema attendance for Kenyan local film. Having been in the film industry for 22 years, Sarah says the industry has really evolved to more audience watching local films. She further noted that Nairobi Half-Life opened doors for the Kenyan film to compete on the world arena.
We told a story that was totally Kenyan. So I think that makes it resonate with so many people. And then also even the production values were pretty high. Everybody who worked on this film worked, they gave it their all. and you can see in the end product.
Komedos mimi ndo niliwaamsha.
Si ndio dunga wax. Ni lazima tujenge ganji yetu.
Ujue naweza kuangusha.
Jacqueline Masharia for Cinemas and Theatre.